on Yelp. Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married. Now you know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean that's a whole
you
nother
think so? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening to Men Don't Know Podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Spoon. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know Podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy, how we doing? Man, we are out here again, and question is, and we hitting up some of the fellas. Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna pause and hold your response until the end. Do you think men are ready for a relationship at this day and age with everything that's going on and in this modern time? We're gonna jump to some callers. I want to hold you for last. Let's get B on the phone. Let me pull him up and call him. Do. Don't put him too.
Hello.
B, what up, man?
What up?
Not much. Here with Coy. Coy, so what's up,
What
B?
up, B? What's going on?
What up, Coy?
Man, question of the day. Figure I'd call you. We always have these conversations and stuff like that, but I figure I'd hit you up and ask you, do you think men are ready to date this day and age in these circumstances?
I don't think so.
Why
I
not?
think a lot of them are kind of behind. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with maturity and also getting your finances straight. Because a lot of people don't understand. You get into relationships. Relationships are expensive. You know. I mean,
Let's play. You know, they say kids are expensive. Let's put a number on a relationship. I'm tired. You know, people always say relationships are expensive. Let's put a bullet on this. Where are we at? Are we at 10,000 a year? We at 20. We at 50.
Like extra?
Like extra? Like how much extra a year? I'm talking about a year.
Okay.
Because like you said, because like you said,
Yeah.
that finance part and you adding, into a relationship, that shit can get expensive real quick.
Do you know what the average is? Do you know what the average spent on a date for a man compared to a woman?
Average spend
On a monthly basis.
On a monthly basis,
How much- How much do you think?
I would say 2,000.
Oh, that's too much.
Okay. It's $900 to $500 from women to men.
Oh, $900
So,
a month.
900.
What does that mean?
I
Like
checked this,
like once a week or?
a month on what you're spending on your significant other on going on dates and
Gotcha.
That's a stat. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
that's a stat. So that's a $900
That's
$900
$1,000. Yeah,
a month.
that's
So, I mean,
$1,000.
that's just say 1,000. So you're spending extra 12,000 a year
Yeah.
just to take her out and just enjoy life together with that person, right?
Yeah.
So I mean that's $12,000. So I mean, like, if you think about in that perspective, if you're making $60,000, is that enough?
Nah,
If you're
if I'm
spending
making
$1,000,
yeah, that's not
Yeah,
because 60, because
if
12 going to her.
exactly. So okay, so I mean, like, let's say in a month perspective, 60,000 in a month is 5,000, right? If just what you're making 5,000, that's pre-tax. So
Yeah.
if you're making $4,000, let's say 3,500, then you get $1,000 going to your significant other on just going out. That you're not even close to being ready.
Yeah.
You think you might be, but you're not. I I think a lot of men these days, if you think about most successful people, I think they worry about the paper first and they worry about the women later, right?
Yeah.
Because the women will come eventually. I think that's what a lot of, the young guys forget. Even even myself, like I look it back and I was like, I wish I just chased the paper first, instead of
Right.
chasing women, chasing women for the so longest time. And
Yeah.
I mean, all I've got is heartbreaks and, losing money from all the investments that you've made with that. I mean, because even a relationship is an investment in itself, right?
100%. You
Yeah.
invest in time.
Yeah.
You're in there, you're investing in time and you're spending your money. So that in itself, you spend so much money on just, being in a relationship. But then if you just had taken the opposite direction and just focused straightly on your finances, the women, when you make your money, they're going to come to you no matter what. They're just going to fucking flock to you, right? So I think
Some would
that's
say.
why,
Some would say. Some would
yeah.
say.
So I
Yes.
think, so I would say like nowadays, I don't think most men are ready for a relationship, but they just get into it because I mean, that's just human nature for us to like wanting,
Yeah.
wanting companionship with a female. So
And okay, let me ask you this though:
Yeah.
if you could give characteristics of a man that you would think is ready for a relationship, what would some of those characteristics be?
ooh, that's like if I was to just walk down the street and I'm like, I look at a guy, I was like, okay, that guy's good for it. Like, I would have to. You mean like what I would pick up from the person?
Yeah, say you have a best friend that's a girl, and she's like, "What type of guy should I be looking for that you would think is ready for a relationship?"
Okay. So, I mean, to most, that probably doesn't make a difference. Some girls, but nowadays, I feel like women, all they're looking for is status and assurance of that they're going to get taken care of, right?
I mean, one would say
So-
that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I have to look at a person directly, I would just have to say like, what kind of car they drive, what,
No, I mean,
how
it's fair. It's
Yeah, I
fair.
mean, like
They're all
what kind of car they
factors.
drive, they're all factors on how you dress, how you carry yourself. Like are you a hustler or are you just like comfortable where you are? Like you can pick those things up out of conversation. So, like I said, I think it all depends. It depends on how many like how women look at how women want to get into a relationship with a man as opposed to what a man wants to get into a relationship with a woman, because women, I mean, like men are idealistic people, right?
Yeah.
When we go after women, and then we all about that woman, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But I think women are more opportunistic, right? They're looking to see what they can get out of this, right? What's the opportunity in this relationship?
Yeah.
What are you bringing to the table? Like, do men look at what you're bringing to the table and financially wise? No, absolutely not. We don't care. As long as we know we can take care of you, that's all that matters to us. So, yeah, I mean, so I just think most men I don't think they're ready.
I know. Yeah, I
Well-
mean, I think, like you said, I don't think a lot of men are ready for a relationship this day and age. I think it's there's so many unknowns that you gotta be really doing, no offense, your homework. Like if you're really looking for a long-term relationship, you should be, investing. I don't even want to say invest, but you should be doing your homework. That's what I would say. Like you should.
But are you saying doing your homework on what though?
I mean, on yourself, like making sure you're happy by yourself, making sure you are able to enjoy life by the
Right.
means you want to enjoy life, and as if you could have a significant partner next to you at all these times that you're enjoying life.
Right. I mean, to me, being in a relationship, it takes a lot. It takes a long time to obviously get to know somebody, and it's a lot of work. right? You know, there's nothing's going to come just easy to you. I mean, if it is easy, then something's wrong with it, right?
It's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I think, I mean, if I like for me, like I would tell myself, like if I was a younger person version of myself, I would be like, yo, work on your paper, stop worrying about the women. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I would just focus on that because the women, it's like everything else. When you become successful in whatever you're doing, everything else is just like it's gravitates to you. So I think also a lot of younger men, they're not. One of the key things that I look at, okay, I mean, if I'm going on profiles like Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or whatever, right? Any of these profiles, one thing that always sticks out to me about what women look for in green flags is emotional intelligence, right? That always sticks out to me whenever I see it on a profile, right? That's one thing that always sticks out. I mean, there's other things too, but that's like the one key thing. So to a man to be ready for a relationship, you have to go through a bunch first, to be able to know, what the emotional intelligence that you should be, great at.
Yeah.
A lot of men don't know that, like in my past, I look at a lot of the things mistakes I made. I was like, damn, I didn't even think of that way. Looking back at it now, like if I was, I would have done so many things differently, right? How I handle a relationship or the way I talk, being more humble, being more empathetic, So, but you don't get that because people are more quick to fighting and making a scene and all these things are like always there, right?
Yeah.
So I think most men, they need to work on like learning all those things. But you're not going to learn from a book either. You kind of have to go through the motion of, going through this relationships. It might be, small ones, but I think most men that are getting into relationships early on, I think they fail eventually. I mean, there's some that ends up making it out, but I think some will most likely fail because I don't think
but learn from it.
Yeah, right, correct. The learning curve is not there yet for them, right? Because they haven't gone through enough life yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I look at, I'm 41 right now, and I'm still learning things, right? Like if you're not learning, then
you're not gonna stop.
Because like Jay Shetty said that something like that because he said that a successful relationship is not how long you go, it's how much you learn together, right? That's what makes a successful relationship. Okay, so if you're not learning together from one another on a daily basis, then no matter how many years you put in, it doesn't make a difference. You're not learning. You're not bringing the best out of each other. You're not picking each other's brains. If you're not doing that, then it doesn't matter how many years you go. You're just all it is the years that you put in. Yeah. But if you're not growing together, if you're not learning from one another, then I don't think your relationships are going to be successful. So in order to get to that level, you have to go through some kind of heartbreak and etc. But
so I what to avoid too.
Yes, what to avoid. So I think most men, that get into relationships early on, I don't think that's their best because they haven't gone through enough, experiences.
It's like when you see the young people in high school and they're still with their high school sweetheart like a year or two after high school. You know it's not going to last.
Damn.
You know it's not going to last.
You know it's not going to last. And they haven't even gone through like life experiences and
exactly. And that's what I was like. I even tell my nephew. I was like, my nephew has a hot ass girlfriend. I'm like, they're great together. They're high school sweethearts, etc. But then I'm like, in the back of my head, I was like, she's good, but what problems are you going to arise because you don't know what you're going to run into. Like temptation's going to be one of the big ones. So I mean, I look back at that. I was like, man, it's like this. How much there's need to be learned before you can get into something. Like, I mean, I'm 41, I'm still learning, but like, I think the version of me right now is the best version any woman's going to get from me because I have gone through I have gone through enough to know what not to do and what to do nowadays, right? When it comes to a woman. So back then I was making rash decisions or, acting on emotion and etc. But like now, it's like not so much about that. It's more about being that emotional intelligence that a woman is seeking. Where if they're lashing out at you for no reason, there's no reason for anybody to lash out. There have to be underlying issues, right? The underlying reason. So then you kind of go up to them and ask them, "Hey, are you okay?" That's more important now, as opposed to just be like, "Oh, you're just lashing out. Just let's fight together." You know what I mean? Like going back and forth with that person for no reason. But now I feel like if that was to happen, what I do remember happening in the past, my approach was different back then as opposed to what I would be now. Back then, most people, I would have been like arguing back and forth with that person, right? Like you're lashing out, I'm lashing back at you. But now it's more like, let me see what she's at. Like, are you okay? Is something wrong for you to lash at me? You know what I mean? So like you think
more
different.
psychological approach, empathetic.
More psychological. You have to be empathetic because nobody is just going to act like mad at somebody for a reason. There is a reason. There's always a reason.
Hell yeah.
You just got to find out the reason, but there's a way to find out the reason instead of having an argument about it, right? You just got to, be able to calm each other down, like, cool off or walk away from one another and then come back to conversation. But there's still small tactics you got to learn in order to get to that process or get to that level.
Right.
But you're not going to find that from a fucking book. You got to go through experiences. You got to. And the thing is about dating multiple women is that you learn different types of women and how they interact and how they deal with situations. So, we
agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We're gonna let you go. I appreciate you as always.
Sorry for taking too much time there.
Nah, yeah, bro. You good, bro. I'll holler at you. All right.
Later, bro.
Later.
Man. I mean, he's right.
That was some good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's right.
Experience is the best teacher.
Bro, it is. It's 100% the best teacher. 100%. I mean, honestly, reps.
Hello?
Diddy, what's good?
What up?
Not much. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up?
What's up, bro?
How's it going?
Not much, man. Question for you today, my guy. Let me ask you this. Do you think men are ready for a relationship this day and age?
I don't think it's any different than the last day and age, right? Like, some are ready for a relationship and some aren't ready for a relationship. Like, I guess kind of depending on what age group. If we're talking like our age group, I'd say like 60-70% are ready, and then the others are, going to be single for life.
Damn, single for life. Okay. Didn't know you were going to hit that way, but okay.
What about the younger crowd?
The younger crowd, like
20 to 25, 30?
I'd say under 30, like realistically, like 20-25% are really ready for a relationship, and the rest still got some growing to do.
I mean, this is my thing. I want to ask this question because I feel like it's getting hot outside. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, it's about to get real mixy, and I feel like unrealistic expectations are about to be set, and I honestly don't think guys are really ready for a true relationship right now. Just in general, bro.
This is the time you find out who's ready for a relationship, right?
Yeah.
The time, like the dudes that are willing, like that are going to things that their friends that aren't ready for a relationship, they're going to certain things with their girl or with their girl's family, or barbecues and graduations and different things like that, and they're going there willingly. Like it looks like from their friends that are not in a relationship, they look like they're being forced to go, but to them, they're going there because they want to be there, and those are the guys that are ready to be in a relationship, right?
Okay.
And the guys that are there that are like forced to be there, they're not ready to be in a relationship. They're just, they're doing it to try to make themselves look good to the other person.
That's part of the game. That's part of the. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say part of the game. That's part of the deal of being in a relationship. You gotta go through these things, and and participate
Right.
willingly, not act like you're forced to be there.
Right. Well, no. So, like, and you can tell the guys that are there that are just forced to be there. You know, I go somewhere with my girl, and maybe it's a friend of a friend or something like that, and her man's there, and you can tell he's like, yeah, where's that?
Yeah, it's a hostage negotiation.
What
He's in
time we leaving?
He's
You're
not-
at a kid's birthday party, and the dude is over there looking at the game on his phone, and I'm the type of person to look at the game on his phone, but I'm still engaged with everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing. So you know, those are the moments where you know you're ready for a relationship when you go to these things and you do a variety of different things that you know you got your boys, you got some of your boys that ain't really ready to be there,
Yeah,
and you can tell.
that's facts. That's facts.
Because it's that time of year, right? Graduation's about to start coming up.
Yep.
You know,
Wedding
kids'
season.
birthday party.
Yep, it's
Wedding
about-
season.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody been
It's fun.
everybody was trapped inside, so you already know baby showers.
Let's see who
Right.
wants to be here.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just said it's about to get mixy, right? Well,
Yeah.
that's the other side of mixy. When when the guys that are at the baby showers and weddings, and they rather be getting mixy with the homies, like they ain't ready.
Nope.
That's facts. Couples vacations or fellas vacations. Where you at?
Right.
Where you at? 'Cause I'm trying to bend somebody's mama over a balcony right now, bro.
Sheesh.
I mean, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
Third tier.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
You just got me X'd out of the next boy strip.
no, I'm saying
Motion sickness
it's not even a boys trip. I'm trying to take somebody else. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
You just said mom. You just said mom though.
Yeah, I'm trying to go on that. Same thing. Y'all are wilding. Like who you date right now probably doesn't have a kid. Like, stop it. Stop it right now.
More likely so than not.
Exactly. You see how he trying to? You see how I see y'all. I see both of y'all. I see how y'all trying to. I see it. I thought we was here, but guess
Hey,
not.
my man stuttering. My man
Man,
stuttering.
felt like Joe.
From that cruise ship in reverse.
Nah, but D, we gonna let you go, my guy. I appreciate you, my guy.
sir.
I'll see you in a little
Yes,
bit.
sir. I'll have you.
Later, bro.
All right, late. I mean, yeah, bro. Let's see if we can go one more. I know he's busy, but I'm gonna try to hit him real quick. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna hang up because I'm not gonna. I already know he's out and about and he's at work, and I'm not trying to put him in those. There is one guy I do want to call, but I don't know if he got a lot going on. But we'll see if he picks up. Hmm. 7:15. We'll let it go one more time. All right, we're gonna hang up.
Your call has been.
Nope. Call ain't gonna. Let's see who just fucking hit me back. Oh, that's no. We're not gonna call. All right. Who do I want to call right now? Oh, okay. Let's do one last call. If not, Coy, I want to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
And let me ask you this right now before we call: do you think men are ready for a relationship? I mean, you already heard my take on it.
There's a lot of dependencies.
Yeah.
Age factors.
Yeah.
Going back to what B was saying, like he said something earlier along the lines of once you get your paper right, your money right, girls will flock.
Yeah.
That is a true statement. but it can also have another meaning. Like if you have your money right, that means you're like a universe type meaning.
Yeah.
That means you're concentrating on yourself. You're working only on yourself, and then you just might meet a girl by chance, and then it falls into place. It doesn't mean they flock to you.
Yeah.
It means they flock to you in a different type of way. So I think that's important to say too. It's not just you have money, girls come. That is a part of it, but you have money also means you worked on yourself. You're concentrating on yourself. You're not worried about being a serial dater with girls and finding girls.
100%.
And then the right one just finds you. It's like when you don't go looking for love, love will find you.
No, I agree with that. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it usually does because
you're not worried about it.
I think
too many people, like force themselves to find people. I think.
Yeah, I agree with that too because I feel like men. I mean, I think women in general are attracted to ambition.
Yeah,
hard work,
and that's part of the flock too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I mean, if you're head down and working, they'll see it.
And then I think that attracts the right woman that you would want in your life too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I mean, I just think for women nowadays, and I'm going to say this loosely, it is hard to navigate and see who is really ready and who is out here just,
for women?
Yeah. Who's out here just trying to catch, who's out here.
I mean, we talked to a lot of girls. Some of them are just there for the free dinner, like you said. Some of them are really looking for a good guy, right?
Yeah, I think it's like the catch-22 of where you don't know who and what and where anything is gonna land. You just hope that, Robert Horry, right place, right time.
And the general question is, are guys ready?
Yeah.
I think the general question is, do guys know if they're ready? Like, does this guy recognize if he's ready
spitting
or
right
not?
now.
Or is he just,
right
or is
now.
he just,
spitting right now.
we've had guys jump in relationships with girls and you're like, come on, man.
Like, are you even ready for this?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're just in it to be in it?
I think sometimes men are. I think a lot of times men are in it just to bro, like
just for the companion.
I don't even think it's that. I think they see all their friends, in relationships, and they don't want to miss out on the couples things.
They don't know how to operate. They don't know how to move solo.
Not even solo. Like, I know everybody's gonna be here is gonna be coupled up. Like
that. Like,
she's good enough, and I'm gonna be with her. And then you spend so much time with her that now it's like, I might as well.
Oh no, don't do that.
Yeah, you say don't do that, but everybody
might as well.
I hear you, but a lot of people are hitting you with the might as well, and it's like, do I really want to go back out there in the dating pool?
And that's the thing about people our age is it could be a gift and a curse because with the age, like B says, comes the experience. You know what you want. You learn from past, but it also could be like, damn, I'm running out of time.
Yeah. And when you say I'm running out of time, that shit looks shaky real quick. And like that's what I'm saying. Like the goggles may be foggy.
Racing against the time.
I mean, you might as well sit that one out. Like, why chance it when you're not ready?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I always look at it like it's very situational-ish because of the fact that different things do come into play and different things can, change the criteria of if a man is ready or not.
Yeah.
But I think right now it's just like if you're not seeing a couple things, passion, drive, ambition, goal oriented, fuck the car, fuck the money.
Right.
Like if you ain't seeing these 3 things, like, because I always say looks will get you inside. Personality is gonna let me know how long you stay.
Yep. Yeah. Both sides. To a woman, I've heard, plenty of women tell me, not gonna lie, they said a funny dude will have my clothes on the floor, and a guy with personality will be here for a lifetime type of thing. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's to me, it's one of those things where it's, just play your cards. I don't even want to say play your cards right, but just when you focus on you, like that, good things happen.
It is hard for us to tell younger people that though, because we were young ones, and of course we could kick them down as much knowledge as we have, but at the same time, they're not going to listen. We didn't listen to older people when we were young, right? So you can't expect the same.
Absolutely not. All right, we're going to let this go right here. First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening, whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I cannot thank y'all enough. Merch store is always open, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour? Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think so?
I think